Hello. Thank you for your interest in watching the video. This is Celebrity News Today 247. After the contract termination failed, Xiao Zhan reached a new agreement with the company. Without Long Danni's care, development would be better. When Ace vs Ace ended, Xiao Zhan was surprised to appear on the scene. On April 17, the sixth season of Ace vs Ace ended successfully. In the final issue, Xiao Zhan made a surprise appearance in the form of a VCR, giving his former mentor Liu Chun a blessing for the 16th anniversary of his debut. If you are an early fan of Xiao Zhan, or have been archaeological, then you must know that Xiao Zhan is an idol who has passed the draft. In 2015, I participated in a talent show called Burning Boy. Then I was very fortunate to be selected by the head of Chun in the first 2 rounds and went to her team. Whether it is from business, character, or morality, I regard her as an object and role model for me to learn. Before stepping into the entertainment industry, Xiao Zhan was an ordinary college graduate and a designer by profession. Participating in the draft was due to his love of singing. He has not been systematically studied and trained, and he has no advantages. Long Danni has never been optimistic about him. In his bones, he is not a person who gives up easily, and puts more effort and sweat than others, and trains hard. To burn it, the boy, is where Xiao Zhan's dream began. Xiao Zhan also thought about it at the beginning. But I didn't expect to come to the end step by step. Even though he had no chance to make his debut, he was voted one by the fans. The news party once described Xiao Zhan as from an ordinary literary and artistic activist to a halfway monk who moved to the professional arena. Xiao Zhan himself once said, "When I was in school, I studied art, and there is not much connection with this industry. Dancing is actually a very difficult thing for me." However, the entire 12 issues of Burning Boy, Xiao Zhan persevered, as he said, "Since it's here, then work hard to do it well." The stage of Burning Boy is where Xiao Zhan's dream begins. Shuqi and Liu Chun gave him a lot of encouragement and help. Although Long Danni was not optimistic about him, Xiao Zhan humbly accepted some well-intentioned criticisms, adjusted and grew. Unfortunately, Long Danni had no intention of training him after his debut, and Xiao Zhan was almost hidden by the snow. The company often cancelled his activities, but in the end there was really no way, so Xiao Zhan had to terminate the contract. As straightforward as him, once said that if there is no endorsement, there will be no income. In the face of high liquidated damages, how can Xiao Zhan afford it? At that time, he was just a little transparent, without personal connections and background, without excess funds. How can the lawsuit be fought? After entering the entertainment industry, my usual expenses are spent on my savings as a designer. Xiao Zhan in his 20s does not have much wealth. Unexpectedly, a few months later, because of the sudden fire of Chen Qingling, there was a new turning point in the termination of the contract with the company. 03 Xiao Zhan failed to terminate the contract and reached a new agreement with the company. Xiao Zhan, who suddenly became popular, has soared in value. There are countless resources to find, from a small transparent to a piece of sweetened pastry. How could Long Danni let go? In the end, the two parties reached an agreement, and Xiao Zhan took the initiative to withdraw the lawsuit. On September 29, 2019, Xiao Zhan established his own studio. For Long Danni, Xiao Zhan is a person who is not easy to control and has his own subjective consciousness. Wow! As a well-known domestic entertainment company, Long Danni, the former owner, can be said to be a person who calls the wind and the rain. Xiao Zhan, 24, was included as a men's team. Because he was not optimistic, the company did not provide any resources for 3 years, except for group activities. Just as Long Danni said in the interview, there are no superstars in this era, and some are just who the company values or cultivate. There are no superstars, only idols that are cultivated. From a netizen ridiculed Long Danni's words, "I want to bring a bunch of handsome guys back to ha ha ha, take them home, and hide them." It can be seen that the signed artist has not been active for a long time and is in a state of snow. Long Danni's cold treatment of Xiao Zhan is not only in work. After Xiao Zhan became angry, his parents felt distressed when he saw malicious attacks on him on the internet. Xiao Zhan once said in an interview that his parents visited the class when he was filming and hoped that he would quit the entertainment circle. When Xiao Zhan was hacked by the entire network, the company did not give any help, not even an attitude. Once, there was a wow resigned staff who broke the news, "I have resigned, what do you want to ask?" A fan immediately want to ask about the relationship between Xiao Zhan and Wow. He said, "Long discovered Xiao Zhan, nothing more, Xiao Zhan is pitiful. Even now, Xiao Zhan has never said anything bad about anyone. On the other hand, when Renhao had an accident, the Wow building was bright all night, and the staff worked overtime overnight, creating a sharp contrast. Without Long Danni's care for Xiao Zhan, his career is flourishing and he has become a hot young actor in China. And Ha's little fresh meat has been in frequent accidents recently. Long Danni has been wiping her butt on them, which also made Long Danni aware of her stubbornness and rigidity 5 years ago. The editor has something to say. Some people say that they can understand Long Danni's preference for diversity and independent personality. However, a successful artist agent cannot judge an artist based solely on aesthetic value preferences. It also needs to have a big structure and stand tall in order to see far. In Xiao Zhan's 3 years, he became a popular star in the entertainment circle from a simple man, by no means an accident. It was a reward from the diligence of God, and he also won the Chen Xingling. Fame is never accidental, but the chanting of notes in vocal music class, the practice of movements in dance class. He practiced acting in the mirror repeatedly for countless nights, and every improvement he made was visible. Just like what mentor Chen said to Xiao Zhan, all the ups and downs you have experienced will be a long-term gift in the future. Don't forget to like on the channel and press the subscribe button to receive notifications from the latest video. Thank you. And I'm Celebrity News Today 247.